everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Lariat is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year, the 2016 NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. First down throw coming. Savage. Caught left side. Hopkins.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They come out here in the eye. And the back goes into motion. Savage. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now.
Here's Savage now on second. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
All right, here we go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Second down. Here's Savage. Right side. Caught Fedorowicz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6 of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Let's go. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Savage takes the snap. They will go for it. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now Cutler looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the ball is knocked out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Throwing here, Cutler. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Barth puts it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions. Yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And here comes the Texans now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Savage. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Savage on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Savage trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Eddie Royal is intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
False start, offense.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. From the shotgun, Cutler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Cutler gives it to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, this is Howard fighting it off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And this is picked. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Cutler leads for Howard on the draw. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Now it's Bears first-year kicker Connor Barth for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Barth puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after the confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, Savage. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
In motion is Strong. Play clock winding down. Here's Savage now on 2nd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like it.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And a big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And that'll make it 13-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some space here. There he goes left side. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here.
When it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Now the new lead here back in Chicago. This is Jeremy Langford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And Langford last year in a little bit of a limited role as a rookie, 6 touchdowns. Here's the first in 2016.
What's going to be fun to watch is to see if they use him in Chicago as Michigan State did during his career. The more carries, the better the production. Got stronger as the game went on, and he's a guy who played wide receiver in college, defensive back in college, before settling in at tailback, and boy, has he been special.
And now out comes Houston. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is the running back, Blue. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. Hard throw, incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They are going to go. It's Savage. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, Savage. Caught left side, Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down is Savage. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 15 yards there for number 15. On first down, it's Savage. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Again throwing, it's Savage. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Savage on first. Strong grabs it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No. Check. Patrick on that. Barney.
To the air again, Savage. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Savage. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, they run with Howard. And some room to work. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drop.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down following the run. Another carry for the rookie. It's Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far...
Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake to Langford. It's Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Now it's Savage. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans take possession. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. To throw on 2nd down is Savage. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down. It's Savage. Caught left side, Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Savage. He's got the completion to Strong. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It's now getting ready to take over, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got time. He finds his target, Royal. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
All right, here we go.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Savage now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see The offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They run with blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
No, check, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. The play fake to Blue. Savage. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, Langford. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. 23 yards on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go.
On the carry, this is Blue. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's got Fuller. 15 yards there for number 15. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go now. 3.
There's Savage on first down. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Here's Savage now on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Savage on 3rd. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st and goal here from the 2. They'll run. This is Blue. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw on 2nd down is Savage. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Savage on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It's a pickup of 21. And the Bears are going to get a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Now Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
Second place only at 23.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Barth puts it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Second and 10, going with Savage again. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. Time for a break. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Savage. His throw incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And back to the air. Savage on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. And it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Langford, 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call.